You're listening to Nelkon Unscripted, the podcast where we ditch the script and dive deep into the things that actually matter in life. I'm your host, Nelkon. And around here, it's all about honest conversations, real reflections, and unpacking the stories and struggles that shape who we are. Coming up now is our special segment, The Deep Dive. This is where we push past the surface, drop the small talk, and get into the real stuff. No filters, no fluff, just truth. As usual, we're joined by the anonymous duo, two voices. No names, just raw, unfiltered perspective. And today, we're exploring a surprisingly relatable theme, the art of wasting time, from endless scrolling and procrastination to the deeper emotional loops we find ourselves in. What does it really mean to waste time? And is it always a bad thing? Let's get into it. And as always, I'll be back to share my reflections with you.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. So today we're tackling something that might feel a bit strange at first, especially if you're someone really focused on, getting the most out of your time. We're talking about wasting time.
Right. The value in wasting time, which sounds like a total contradiction.
Exactly. We've got this one really interesting article reflecting on that constant pressure we feel, to always be productive.
Okay.
And our mission really is to just unpack this idea, see if there's something genuinely useful there.
Yeah, it's a fascinating thought because, well, our whole society kind of pushes this idea that busy equals important, doesn't it?
Totally. So the idea of intentionally doing nothing, it feels almost rebellious.
Or just unproductive. But yeah, this article suggests maybe it's actually good for us.
Okay, so the author starts off describing this feeling, it's almost automatic, of needing to squeeze productivity out of every single second.
I think I know that feeling.
Okay. Yeah, like even when doing things that seem productive, writing, reading, even talking to people, there's still this nagging sense of like, is this enough? Am I really optimizing?
Oh, absolutely. That constant striving, that little voice saying, could be doing more. It's exhausting.
It really is. And the article, it really hits on the guilt that can come with moments that aren't obviously productive.
Like just what? Lying in bed for an extra 10 minutes?
Or scrolling on your phone. Yeah. It's like time is this this commodity we're terrified of misspending.
That's a good way to put it. A limited resource.
And there's this amazing example the author gives about trying to almost hoard a beautiful sunset.
Hoard a sunset? How does that work?
Well, they're so aware it's temporary, right? Fleeting. So they try desperately to absorb it, capture it, hold on to it.
Ah, I see. And the result?
Anxiety. And the feeling that it's slipping away even faster because they're trying so hard.
Wow, okay. That's quite the paradox. It reminds me a bit of trying to cram information,
Yeah. How so?
Well, the more you stress about, I have to learn this now, sometimes the less actually sticks. You're too focused on the act of learning, not the actual content.
That's a great parallel. Trying too hard blocks the experience itself.
Exactly. And the author realizes something similar, that instead of them managing time, time was kind of managing them.
Right. Their mind was always somewhere else.
Either regretting past wasted time or planning how not to waste future time. They were never actually present.
Which is where the core idea comes in.
The solution being?
Intentionally wasting time as a way to push back, maybe. Against that pressure, the author calls it an art to be mastered.
An art. Interesting. So it's not just vegging out.
Doesn't sound like it. It sounds more like a conscious decision, a deliberate stepping away from that need to achieve.
Okay, I like that. And it involves redefining time itself, doesn't it?
It does. Moving away from time as something you spend, like money, to seeing it more as, the article says, an actuality to be experienced, even as something we are.
Something we are. That's deep.
Yeah.
So just existing without a purpose.
Yeah, existing purposelessly is the phrase used, and that this state, free from optimization, might have some kind of cosmic importance.
Wow. Okay, so stepping back from the need to do something with time and just be in time.
Pretty much. So thinking about our listeners, how does this land, if you see time differently, does that change how you approach work or rest?
It has to.
Yeah.
Maybe those moments we label unproductive are actually, well, vital, necessary for being present, maybe even ironically for being more creative or effective later.
Right. Maybe true productivity isn't just about constant output.
Perhaps not. Maybe it also needs that space, that purposelessness to, I don't know, recharge, to let things settle.
Like letting your brain consolidate information, come back to your earlier point.
Exactly. That downtime might be where the real processing happens. It seems counterintuitive if you're focused purely on efficiency, but maybe it's essential.
So the big takeaway here seems to be that deliberately stepping off the productivity treadmill isn't lazy.
No, it could be a crucial way to actually experience time more fully. And maybe, just maybe, be more grounded and effective because of it.
It challenges those deep-seated beliefs about what counts as valuable activity.
It suggests there's value in just being without needing an agenda attached to it.
Okay, so here's a final thought then for everyone listening. Maybe today, find one small moment, just one, where you can intentionally waste some time, no guilt, no goal. Just be. Sit quietly maybe. Look out the window. Don't try to achieve anything with it.
And just notice what happens.
Yeah, just notice. What does that feel like? Anyway, thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
Welcome back from the deep dive. That was unexpectedly liberating, wasn't it? The art of wasting time. In a world where every second is expected to earn its keep, where every moment is monetized, optimized, or scheduled into oblivion, choosing to waste time feels almost rebellious. But here's what that deep dive reminded us. Time doesn't always have to be productive to be valuable. You don't have to squeeze meaning out of every minute. Sometimes, the most meaningful moments are the ones that seem to mean nothing at all, like watching the sky change color or lying in bed just being. I've been there too, caught in that pressure to constantly create, improve, achieve. Feeling guilty for slowing down, even for a moment. But maybe slowing down isn't slacking off. Maybe it is sacred. And what if wasting time is actually a portal to presence, to wonder, to rest, to remembering that we're human, not machines? So if you've been living in the past, regretting wasted time, or in the future, terrified of wasting more, maybe the only place worth being is right here, now, on purpose, with no purpose. And hey, if you need help being more intentional, not just with time, but with your brand, your message, your platform, that's where we come in. Nelkon is a media communication and public relations consulting agency. Whether it's launching a product, building your public image, or scaling your brand, Nelkon Consulting can help you amplify your voice and elevate your presence with strategy, style, and results that speak. Send a message now to book your free clarity session. Let's turn ideas into impact. Until next time, I am Nelkon, and this has been Unscripted.